I'm Ann Altman. I'm the Nashua School District's K-8 technology coach, and I'm making this video today for students and for parents to help you navigate your Google Classroom with an in particular focus on how to submit work to your teacher. I'm going to assume in this video that by now you already know how to get to your teacher's classroom. Most teachers are going to set it up like this with the name of the class up here at the top. And when we first come in, we'll be in the stream. The stream is where teachers put notes for students and for families to help you navigate around the school and to help you understand the expectations for the day. I want to take you over to classwork. This is where your work will be organized. There are some variations on how teachers decide to do this. Most of them will either have everything labeled by the day of the week or by the week of the year. By the week of learning or the day of the week. So this teacher that I'm looking at has it all labeled by day of the week. And I'm going to take you down to a reading and writing assignment to walk you through the directions. When you click on the assignment, it will expand. I like to expand it further by clicking on View Assignment. This is where you can actually find the expectations and send in the work. All right. Up here at the top, she's given us 3 directions. 1, use the link below to get onto Epic. When I follow a link that is listed right here, it will open in a new tab. I want to show you what I mean by that. So this one took us over to Epic. Hopefully you have your sign-in directions. If that's your teacher's expectations, you already have those directions. The next job is to choose a book and read it to yourself. And the last expectation here is to complete the Read to Self activity. Now this teacher has given us a copy of the Read to Self activity. So when I open this, it opens a Google slide presentation that's based on the template my teacher created. Has my name and the name of the template. This is Google Slides, so on the left-hand side I'll be able to find all the slides that are already made. If perhaps I need to create some more slides of my own, I can click on this plus sign or this little drop-down arrow to create those slides if that's something that I'm going to need. And then in here, it has spaces where I can type. See how she wrote in type here, type here? If I double click on that, I can see the text box and I can write the author. Maybe it's Jan Thomas. Title of the book. Excellent. In the story. Okay, so you can see this is pretty self-explanatory, at least with an adult's help. The title of the story, the character's name, type here. One thing that I notice about this is it's all very tiny. So I want to show you a few tricks you can do to enlarge it. You can drag these 3 little dots down to make that part go away. You can use this little arrow to make this part go away. If that's still too big for you, you may be able to go into full screen mode. There's a shortcut on my computer which is F11, or I can follow this. That makes it a little bigger. And if it's still not big enough for you, there is a zoom button right here. It's on the wrong button for a second there. So you can zoom in a little more to get it just right so you can really see whatever your teacher had there. All right, now I have to undo all those things that I just did. Show those menus again. I'm going to leave the full screen with that little X. I won't make that big again. Okay, so whenever I am all done filling this out and I'm ready to submit it to my teacher, everything has already been saved. This little note lets me know that all changes were saved in my drive. So I can actually close this tab and come back to the tab where I'd originally found it. Sometimes your teacher won't give you something right here that's all ready for you to work in. So what we have is this little Add or Create button. I want to walk you through that next. When you click on it, you can attach something that's already existing in your Google Drive. For example, I can find that assignment. If I accidentally removed it, I can go and find it and add that. So now we're going to have it. It won't let me do it because it's already been done. I can add a link to a web page. And I can add a file. We'll come back to that file adding because I want to show you what to do with work from paper. I also have 4 other options to create a new doc, which is a lot like Word if you're familiar with the Microsoft Suite. I can create slides, which we just saw, and that's like PowerPoint. Sheets, this is irregular for a school student, but it's there if you needed to make a spreadsheet of some sort. And drawings, and I'm just going to take you into drawings because I really love this one. So it's going to create that drawing, open it in a new tab, and now I have a whole blank drawing. So let's say I did a reading project and I'm supposed to write or draw an illustration for my teacher of the thing I just read. So I changed down to that scribbling tool. Scribbling tool. I'm just going to scribble out a drawing. I could go on all day. You have control of colors. You can add a text box. This is Emma from the story that I read. I'm making these things up today, but I hope it makes the point of what you can do in here briefly and that you can play around with that. Now, all changes have been saved to the drive. It's already attached to the assignment my teacher gave me. I can close the tab. It's right here and ready to submit. Before I submit, I actually want to give you one more demonstration. And for this, I'm going to use a speed to reading log that I got from my child's teacher. I made a new one. And I'm going to use this tool right here. This is where I insert a picture. And the bottom option happens to be from the camera. Now I want to let you know this is just one way to go about adding a camera picture, okay? Different devices have different installed software and hardware. You could take it from your phone and email it to yourself. You could log on from your student's account from your phone to do the camera that way. This is just one way to do it. So I've attached this drawing. I'm going to hold this up to the screen and I'm going to click that picture. Take the picture button. Pick the one that I like the best and insert. All right, that's a really tiny little thumbnail, so I'll expand it by clicking that bottom button. And now, maybe you even want to take out your face. Get it just right so it's really the picture. This is a pretty low resolution image. I'm going to say that right now. I think what it shows your teacher is that the work has happened. And it's good. It's good to show your teacher that you've been doing work. So now all those changes are saved to the drive. I have attached both of those Google drawings and the slides that were created by my teacher to begin with. If I had used a different tool to take that picture, I could attach it here as a file from your device, from your pictures. So I don't really have any pictures on here, but if I did, I would be able to open them from there. Okay? I think that pretty well explains how to attach work to an assignment. So finally, when you're satisfied with the work, you've double-checked the list, you visited all the links you were supposed to visit, you've completed all the work on the slides, you click the Turn It In button. This reminds you that you're attaching all these documents. You can confirm, yeah, absolutely, I want to attach all of those, and you click. If you have something you need to tell privately to your teacher, you have private comments right here. These comments that go right here can be seen by anybody in the class, and sometimes this is inactive. Right now this is active, so I could say, I'm done. And that. So I've tried to give you brief instructions for how to get into the classroom, locate the classwork, and then most of all, complete and attach that work to submit or turn it into your teacher. If you have further questions, feel free to email me. I'm going to put my email address right here for you, and let me know how I can help you. I am available. Again, my name is Mrs. Altman or Ann Altman, and I'd love to help you out. Have a wonderful day.